Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Haller and I'm here with Tom Carey of Broadridge. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
What are the industry drivers for capital markets firms to transform their post-trade processing in the middle and back office?
Return on equity is obviously the key phrase in the marketplace today, with firms looking at how to actually recover their return on equity through really optimizations of cost base and thinking about how they actually take their existing costs and mutualize those or standardize those with a provider or within their own four walls. We've actually just completed a survey of 150 analysts in the marketplace, and it's interesting that over half their feedback was they don't believe that banks have done enough yet in transformation and haven't been aggressive enough yet in transforming their infrastructure, particularly in the back office side of things as well. We're also seeing a trend around functional fragmentation as well. And what I mean by that is that we're seeing that there are many firms out there who have repeatable processes in different divisions of their banks or in different regions and really need to think about how to bring them together into one place. And if you do that, then you can start to think about as well risk management as well, because suddenly you have a view of how to control risk and manage risk on a global basis or a regional basis and have that information. So part of our thinking is around how we provide those solutions and drive that. And the end point of that as well is the end client experience, because once you have your assets and your data in one place and you're managing it in one place, you can give your end client experience a much better feel to it as well.
How do some of the new solutions in the market help solve these problems? And how do they differ from the current systems embedded in many firms?
Sure. I think there's three key themes out there. One's around standardization and efficiency. You really need to work out how we can drive a lot more of that into the solution set. A second one is obviously emerging technology and innovation. I think there's a lot out there today that we are doing ourselves and other firms are looking at in terms of how to deliver enhanced efficiency and optimization through technology. And the third one's really around optimization of centers of excellence as well in operations and building scale. You really need scale for that. And then you come into the theme then that's probably very hot today around robotics and AI, and what would that do to the industry? Will that transform how we look at operations and how they approach things? And I think the key after that is that not every firm's the same. We have to be reflective of that as well. And they really look for different solutions that are adaptable as well, flexible for their market change or flexible for their operation as well. So deployment models in terms of hosted versus SaaS, operational models in terms of global versus regional, etc. Yeah? And being able to service those.
What advice would you give to a capital markets firm that wants to embark on a post-trade transformation strategy, but has reservations because of the cost and complexity of change?
And it's a very good question, and it's the one that probably comes up as the first challenge we have in any kind of discussion with our clients. Change is costly. I think the big thing we find is that our clients also underestimate the cost of not doing anything at all. So that's often dramatically underestimated, and the business challenge then is to actually discover what that means. So you really need to find a trusted advisor out there, somebody who's done it enough times to be able to come in and say, look, we understand the model, we understand how it operates, we're in it for the long term. The upfront side of investing and getting there, we understand, but how do you get there? So I'd be looking for somebody who's got scale in the market. You definitely need somebody who's got a lot of clients already, because the only way to drive scale and efficiency is to have a client base. It's in it for the long term. They really need to be looking at the end game, i.e. post-transformation, not the transformation itself. And you believe as a trusted partner for that long-term vision as well. Somebody's going to be around in 10 years and actually be servicing you both in your optimization, but also in your growth as well.
Tom, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.